14 tornadoes hit the Midwest in the first 2 weeks of April 2026, and FEMA just lost a third of its workforce. This season, you are the first responder. Let me lay this out for you. On April 2nd and 3rd, multiple tornadoes ripped through Illinois and Indiana. 2 days later, an EF1 touched down in Van Buren Township, Michigan. That is not normal for early April. AccuWeather is calling this a front-loaded tornado season. That means the worst activity is hitting earlier than usual. Right now, today, April 13th, the Storm Prediction Center has a Level 3 enhanced risk across the central United States. Tennis ball-sized hail is in the forecast. This is not a drill, and here is the part nobody is talking about enough. FEMA has been gutted. A third of its workforce is gone. $11 billion in state disaster payments have been canceled. That safety net you thought was there, it has holes in it now. Big ones. This week is actually Severe Weather Awareness Week. The timing could not be more fitting, so instead of hoping the government shows up, let us build a plan that does not depend on anyone but you. That starts with a 72-hour tornado kit. Not a list you bookmark and forget. A real bag, packed and ready, that keeps your family alive for 3 days when everything around you falls apart. First category: shelter and warmth. After a tornado, your roof might be gone, your windows might be shattered. Even in April, nighttime temps in the Midwest can drop into the 30s. Pack 2 emergency Mylar blankets per person. They weigh almost nothing and reflect up to 90% of your body heat. Add a heavy-duty tarp and 50 feet of paracord. That gives you a makeshift shelter if your home is no longer safe to stay in. Throw in a pair of leather work gloves and an N95 mask for each person. After a tornado, the air is full of fiberglass, insulation, and dust. The ground is covered in nails, glass, and splintered wood. Closed-toe boots should be right next to your kit, ready to go. Second category: water. FEMA used to recommend 1 gallon per person per day. That advice is still correct even if the agency is not at full strength. For a 72-hour kit, that means 3 gallons per person. For a family of 4, that is 12 gallons. It is heavy, it is bulky, it is non-negotiable. Dehydration can set in within hours if you are working to clear debris or walking to safety in warm weather. Also pack a portable water filter. A Sawyer squeeze or a Life straw will clean creek water, puddle water, whatever you can find. If supply lines are down for longer than 3 days, this is what keeps you going. Third category: food. Pack calorie-dense, shelf-stable items that do not need cooking. Protein bars, peanut butter, canned tuna, dried fruit, crackers. You want at least 2,000 calories per person per day. Do not forget a manual can opener. It sounds obvious until you are standing in the dark holding a can of chili with no way to open it. Toss in a metal cup and a spork. Keep it simple. Fourth category: comms and light. This is where most kits fall short. A hand crank weather radio is essential, not battery powered. Hand crank. When the power grid is down and your phone is dead, NOAA weather radio is the only reliable source of information. Some models also charge your phone through USB. Pack a headlamp for each person, plus 1 backup flashlight. Headlamps keep your hands free for climbing over debris or carrying a child. Lithium batteries last longer and handle temperature swings better than alkaline. Keep a waterproof phone case or a Ziploc bag in the kit. Your phone is your lifeline for calling family, accessing maps, and reaching emergency services. Protect it. A small portable battery bank, fully charged, should be in there too. Check it monthly to make sure it still holds a charge. Fifth category: first aid. A basic first aid kit is the bare minimum. Bandages, gauze, medical tape, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, and pain relievers. But here is what most people miss. Pack a tourniquet. After a tornado, puncture wounds and deep lacerations are common. A cat tourniquet costs about $30 and can stop life-threatening bleeding in seconds. Learn how to use it before you need it. If anyone in your household takes daily medication, keep a 3-day supply in the kit. Rotate it every month so it does not expire. Same goes for spare glasses, contact solution, inhalers, and EpiPens. The pharmacy might not be standing tomorrow. Sixth category: documents and cash. This one gets overlooked every single time. Make copies of your driver's license, insurance policies, mortgage or lease, medical records, and social security cards. Put them in a waterproof bag inside the kit. Pack at least $200 in small bills. When the power is out, card readers do not work. Cash is king after a disaster. 5s, 10s, and 20s, no hundreds. Nobody can make change when the register is dead. A USB drive with digital copies of your documents and family photos takes up almost no space. If your filing cabinet is in a pile of rubble, you will be glad you have a backup. Now let us talk about where to go when the sirens start. If you are in a house, get to the lowest floor. An interior room with no windows. A bathroom, a closet, or a hallway in the center of the home. Get under something sturdy. A heavy table, a mattress pulled off the bed, anything that can absorb falling debris. If you are in an apartment, the same rules apply. Lowest floor, most interior room. If you have a basement or a ground floor neighbor who does, get there. Stairwells can also work in larger buildings since they are reinforced concrete in most cases. If you live in a mobile home, leave, period. No mobile home is safe in a tornado, not even a newer one, not even one with tie-downs. Know where your nearest community storm shelter is before the warning drops. Drive there the moment a watch is issued. Not a warning. A watch. The difference between a watch and a warning matters. A watch means conditions are right for a tornado. A warning means one has been spotted or detected on radar. If you wait for the warning, you might already be out of time. Have a plan. Talk about it with everyone in your household. Practice it once. That 5-minute conversation could save a life. That is your 72-hour tornado kit. Every item in it exists for a reason. Not because some list on the internet told you to buy it, but because it solves a specific problem when everything else fails. I built a printable checklist with all of this, item by item, with links to recommended gear. It is free. Go to FlintReady.com/checklists and grab the tornado checklist. If this helped you, hit subscribe. We put out practical prep content every week. Drop a comment and tell me what is the one item in your kit you would never leave behind. Stay ready, stay safe, and do not wait for someone else to save you.